everybody, my name is Katrina and I am the host of Our Collective Life. We are a channel that is dedicated to sharing our experience with life with dissociative identity disorder and how we manage money as a system, and hopefully offer you advice in how you can improve your financial situation as we learn new tips and tricks. So my birthday has finished. Woohoo! It's a very nice birthday. My sister came to visit, but I'll talk about that in a separate video, because today I want to talk about something that I've had an idea for and is terrifying to me. So I have decided to have a no spend year. I know what you're thinking. Is she mad? And the question is yes, but there's a good reason for it. So basically, for the last 6 months, I've been growing more and more frustrated with my financial situation. Without going into the ins and outs, I'm in a fortunate position that I get everything that I'm legally eligible for. Due to my disabilities, I don't work at the moment, but obviously I'm hoping to improve some skills so I can move into the workforce eventually. And I've been wanting to save up for this brand new state-of-the-art PC. Now, the PC I've got at the moment is perfectly functional. It's okay to use, but it's slow. Editing on it especially is frustrating and annoying because it can't handle more than 10 minutes on a clip. You know, if I tried to edit it, add an extra video, it will crash. So I want to save up, but the only way I'm going to have to do that is if I change my entire mindset around money. So I was kind of scrabbling around and I was looking for something in one of my cupboards one day when I unearthed this. The No Spend Year by Michelle McGagh. And I bought it about 2 years ago after I joined some Dave Ramsey groups. And I kind of started to read it, but I wasn't really in the right place, and I just thought, this doesn't relate to me at all, you know. And she lived in London, she was on quite a healthy income every year, and she biked everywhere, which, no, not gonna happen. And then I started reading it again with a bit more of a mature and open mind, and I just thought, I could try this. I need to do something to change my mindset. We need to do something as a system to change our mindset. So this is my ultimate why, is to change my mindset around money. That it's not to be spent on massive super duper purchases every month. You know, a treat every now and then is fine, but to be honest, it's gonna be difficult because I am unpacking, as of yesterday, 31 years of bad money thinking. You know, without going in the ins and outs, money was kind of funny as a kid. You know, I had a paper round when I was 13 and I didn't value money then, and nothing much has changed since recently. When I had my children, I'm not going to go into the details of that. I was a lot better, but then situations changed and I fell off the wagon in a big way. And then I around about the time I started reading, bought this, I set up a no spend group, and this little band of amazing people are excellent. And some of them are, you know, they're all amazing. They come in with their tips and the tricks and they don't judge, and everyone's kind of supportive in their own way, and some of them are having 10, 11, a whole month of no spend days. And I'm the admin going, I didn't manage any this week. I didn't manage this week. So, yes, I have decided to have an entire no spend year. Now, this does not mean I'm going to be sat in my house with no electric and starving to death. I'm just going to have the essentials. The bills are going to be paid. You know, the essentials, I have a little list of what I consider essentials, and I'll read that out in a minute. And, you know, I've got a couple of people who are prepared to join this challenge, and it's fantastic. So, what are my essentials? Okay, so apart from my bills, which I will be reducing in some areas, looking into ways to make the electric less, because that seems to be like crazy at the moment. And then I will be preparing for winter, because due to my health I can't be too risky, even though, you know, I do like to be brave, put a jumper on and have a duvet. Sometimes it's too risky for my health. But everything else is kind of essential. So we have rent, council tax. I pay £27 a month for council tax, so I'm very fortunate. Water, gas, electric, internet, and my mobile phone. Those are the bills. My mobile phone's on pay as you go, £10 a month. My Sky is £32 a month, and once the contract is over I'll be looking to reduce and go into someone cheaper, but I use an enormous amount of bandwidth, so I would need to find something with unlimited and able to support my gaming, because that is kind of a coping mechanism to me. And then kind of the variable expenses will be food, which is set at £30 a week, transport £7.50 a week. Now the other categories are writers group, which is set at £5 a fortnight. Now that will vary. Sometimes it depends on how many members have attended that week, that fortnight. And then the other one is £2 to go out with my friend once a week. Now this will depend on the weather, so if it's sunshining like it is today, then I can take a bottle of juice and we can go and sit in the park. You know, once it starts to get colder, that's not going to be good for my health, so we, you know, just to buy a can of Coke. And then kind of couple of quid just in case, you know, like needing stamps, or I lose the gas key again. Trust me, it happens more than you think. So the food budget, kind of food and grocery budget, is £30 a month. Cat food, I buy a huge bag of cat food once a month, and that lasts us all through the month. In fact, I think I bought a big bag of cat food at the beginning of the month, last month. I've still got most of it left. I think it cost me £3 because she eats the Tesco cheap stuff. Litter tray is £1.55 a week, and then the rest is for food, cleaning and groceries, obviously. So what I'll be doing on a Thursday night, I will be meal planning, going on to mysupermarket.com, checking the prices and seeing whether it's cheaper to go to Aldi or Tesco. If it's kind of a top up, then I'll probably go to Tesco, to be honest, because I'm not actually that keen on Aldi. I feel like they haven't always got the fully stocked stuff, and it's so tempting to spend in that middle zone. You know, people end up browsing and coming out with like things that you don't need. Whereas I feel Tesco, you know, obviously they have a lot more stuff. I'm also going to be aiming to reduce my food waste. So for example, if I plan to have spaghetti bolognese that week, you know, I'll only get enough for the bolognese, so I'll get some mushrooms in a paper bag or whatever they do for packaging at Tesco at the moment. Our options, shopping options, are very limited. Our options for shopping are very limited due to the fact we live in a very small town. Now, our choices are Tesco or Aldi. We could go further out to like Morrison's or to Wells, which has a bit more of an option. But to be honest, I'm quite happy. And obviously therapy as well is another category. That will be £40 a week, and I am not prepared to give that up. So kind of the ultimate reason I'm doing this is because if I lose my income for whatever reason, it's very unlikely. I'm not about to be miraculously cured from any of my conditions, but you know, you never know. Certain political things are on the horizon. So I want to make sure I have some money saved for therapy to cover me for a couple of years if I lose that income. With Universal Credit, you can have up to £5,999 before they start removing your benefits. To be perfectly honest, I won't have that much saved, but it's nice to have that option. And then, you know, I think for me to cover therapy for a year, it would be about £2,000. So yes, I will say this, you know, I am not going to allow my friends to pay for anything. So no one will be allowed to, for example, when I go out with my friend B, you know, she kind of always nags me to eat. I think she thinks I'm starving. I'm not. You know, I can just be like, no, I'm just having this drink, thank you. You know, I've also got my friend Tim. One of the things we like to do is go to McDonald's or KFC or something, and I won't be allowing him to pay for me either. I would like, once I've completed the challenge, if I'm stable and in a good place, to go up north to see my sister, you know, to return the favour, but that will have to wait till next year. Everyone's going to be different, so for what works with me in a single household with one cat is going to be completely different, for example, for someone with a husband or a wife and 7 kids or 3 kids or 2 kids. You know, everyone's circumstances is different, so you need to, if you're going to join the challenge or do the challenge, be realistic and think about what you can manage. You know, because what I can manage doesn't mean somebody else can. For example, the food, you know, maybe your children have got allergies and you can't be doing with the cheap basics, or maybe you've got the allergies. You know, it's about applying the situation to yourself. Now, one more thing, this is going to be especially hard for some of my alters, including me. I'm not sure what to do as a contingency if it gets too hard. So I don't want to be accused, you know, I'm going to be doing weekly videos being honest with how this has gone. But I'm not sure yet. I'm going to speak to my group, my no spend group, and also I'm going to speak to a few DID groups to kind of see what they say. I know James is on board, unsurprisingly, but it's kind of the child alters that are going to struggle more. So anyway, that's enough of me wattering on. Oh, next week there'll be a video which I'll show you kind of what I've done to prepare for the challenge, because by then there'll only be 6 days left. Anyway, thank you for checking in, and I will speak to you next week. Bye!